I have been dreading this moment for my entire life. I never thought I'll be covering a video on one of the worst Royal Rumbles in WWE history. So today we're going to be reliving my trauma in another episode of Reviewing with Slam. It actually has a nice kick to it. I'm glad I came up with something like that. So we start off with the New Age Outlaws versus the Ascension, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. This has to be one of the shittiest decisions possibly ever made, to have an opener for a Royal Rumble, one of your big fours. We have two old guys who are, I think they were in the 50s at the time, old as men, versus two up and coming talent who were buried from the get-go as soon as they touched down on the main roster. When you look at the Ascension from NXT days, they were a force to be reckoned with. They looked like they were about to be the next Legion of Doom. They looked like they were about to be the next future stars for the tag team division. And then they came to the main roster and everything just went to shit. This was literally bottom of the fucking barrel. Like, there was nothing important about this. The only reason why this happened is because Ascension were getting made to look like clowns. All these legends came out, such as APA. I forgot who the other tag teams were. I forgot who else was there. Yeah, I'm gonna put up a picture on the fucking screen. You're gonna see it's a retirement home versus the Ascension. That's basically what was going on. So imagine the Heath Slater storyline that they had a couple years before this, but in 2015 for the Ascension. That was literally a reimagined,
But what the hell, boy?
I don't know another word, a something. Whoa, that sounds crazy. Hold on, don't cancel me. At least we would have thought this would be a fun match. This is a New Age Outlaws. You know, the crowd was hot, but then at the end, when Ascension won, the crowd was dead. They were just dead. They were like, what the fuck did I just watch? First match, and we're already off to a horrible start. The next match was The Miz and Mizdow versus the Usos. And yo, I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those that was a huge fan of this Mizdow gimmick. Everything The Miz was doing in the inside of the ring, Mizdow was copying on the outside of the ring. It was funny. It was entertaining. Even as a kid, I loved it. Even now, I still love it. I thought it was entertaining. I thought it was a great gimmick. Anyways, this was fun. This is when the Usos were new. This is when they were finally getting their stride. They were in this company for like since 2012, and they were finally hitting that next step to become integral parts of the tag team history in WWE. I love this version of the Usos. They were charismatic. The face paint, it looked cool as shit, bro. That little Samoan thing that they do at the beginning, the Abu Sabo, Abu Sabo, Abu Sabo. And y'all say ooh, I say oh. Wait, no, I think it was the opposite. It's y'all say ooh. When I say ooh, y'all say. You put the Usos in a tag team match and they will find out how to make a fun match. Doesn't matter who's on the other side, they'll find a way to make the match fun. I completely forgot to record the section of promoting the Discord, so here I am doing it right now. Yeah, join that. We're like 70 members strong and I want to be at 100 by like March or something. So yeah, join that. It's pretty fun over there. All right, let's get back to the video. Next up, we had a backstage segment with Barnes and Noble. I think that's what their name was. There was the security of Seth Rollins, and this was literally a placement ad for WWE's Immortal game, which was one of the shittiest games I've ever played as a kid. I was so excited because I'm thinking, oh, we finally got a Mortal Kombat game for WWE. That's kind of cool. And you play it, and it's the biggest piece of dog shit that you ever fucking played. Just another cash grab. Absolutely trash. Also, a side note, I'm sorry to say this, but Brandy Rhodes has to be one of the worst announcers I've ever heard. It sounds nasty.
Their opponent at a combined weight of 479 pounds.
I guess that's just me. I don't know if that's just a me thing. I don't know if I'm just being a hater. I mean, I'm a hater at heart. But yeah, Brandy Rhodes announcing. Next up, we had the Bella Twins versus Natalya and Paige. Bro, why did we have a Total Divas storyline integrated into this Royal Rumble? What the fuck was the point of this? Like, literally the entire story of this was made on reality TV. What the fuck are we doing, bro? This was the women's revolution of 2015, by the way. This is how it started. Every time I think about Natalya wrestling, I get pissed off because everybody says, oh, how she's the GOAT and how she does that. Name 5 Natalya matches that were decent. Exactly, you're choking up. Natalya versus no, they all suck. They're trash. She's got carried by a majority of the people that she's faced. She's terrible. She doesn't have anything that goes, oh yeah, that's Natalya's move. No, she sucks. She's garbage. I'm sorry. Like, I don't care if you got offended by that. Oh, you Natalia haters, every one of you. I mean, Natalia supporters, every one of you. If you could show me 5 Natalia matches in the comments, I will promise you to watch all 5 of them and rate them non-biasedly. I don't even know biasly, non-biasedly. That's not even a word. What am I talking about? Anyways, I don't even know what type of freaky shit Paige was on, because she was doing some freaky ass pin on top of Brie Bella. Hello, that was a little bit nasty work. I don't think that's PG. The crowd died for this. They did not care for this at all, just like I didn't. We had another backstage segment. It was a bunch of, I think it was like 5 wrestlers is explaining how they're gonna become the Royal Rumble winner. You know, it's cool, but God, ladies were fucking cringe. And to start, they started off with Roman Reigns. That was the worst decision they could possibly make. The person that everybody hates and the person that has no charisma when it comes to being on in front of a camera. And it's funny how, and ironic how, Stardust came after this, which is Cody Rhodes, obviously. He came after this, and it's crazy how like their paths aligned years later. Well, literally a decade later. It's ridiculous. Nobody would have known Cody Rhodes would become one of the biggest stars, and nobody would have known that Roman Reigns will be the biggest star in wrestling. It's ridiculous. Oh yeah, and you had the Big Show. The next match was Brock Lesnar versus John Cena versus Seth Rollins for the WWE Championship. A lot of people say that this is one of the best triple threats in WWE. I can't even argue with that. This is a fun ass triple threat match. When you have Brock Lesnar in a multi-man, the opportunities are endless. Brock Lesnar was basically dominating the entire match in the beginning. He was just throwing Seth Rollins around, throwing John Cena around. Man, Seth Rollins was in his prime during this. He was bouncy as shit. Like, man, I miss when Seth Rollins had a good pair of knees. I mean, he was still, that sounds crazy, bro. That sounds crazy. Damn, I'm on a roll with the crazy shit I'm saying on this damn video. Cena speared Brock Lesnar through the barricade. Seth Rollins put Brock Lesnar's ass through the table. Cena and Rollins had a mini one-on-one during the match. And then I think it was as soon as Seth was about to win, he hit a star... What is that shit called? A Phoenix Star Splash, I think it's called. But he does the thing where he does the flips and all type of shit. He finally landed it, and then Brock Lesnar came in, fucking deadlift German suplex his ass. Brock Lesnar hit Seth Rollins with an F5, and that was it. Yeah, this was a very fun match. Very fun match. The next match is the big one, the Royal Rumble. When you go into a Royal Rumble, no matter how bad the build is, it's still exciting because the amount of surprises that could come out. You don't know who is really gonna win the Rumble, especially the ones that have the weak builds. You don't know who's gonna come out winning. It's either the winner makes or breaks the Royal Rumble, no matter how trash it is. Ironically enough, the worst Royal Rumble had one of the best starts, and it was fun. It was fun. Bray Wyatt came in at number 5. He started dominating, started eliminating everybody. He was out there having a CM Punk performance in 2010. He had a little encounter with Boogeyman, which was fucking crazy. Bray Wyatt in our time was basically our Boogeyman. He was our Boogeyman, our Undertaker, which is why it sucks that Vince McMahon didn't see that in him. But that's how he felt for me. The emotion that Undertaker gives to me was the emotion that Bray Wyatt gave to me. And the emotion that Boogeyman gave to me, that creepy vibes as a kid. Like, I love this character, man. But yeah, he made quick work of him. We're gonna fast forward till number 10, where Daniel Bryan came out to a huge pop. You already know that people love Daniel Bryan. This is especially after 9 months of recovering from a neck injury. And the fact that Wyatt and Daniel Bryan had history in the previous year is what made this 10 times better. Now, here's when things get a little sticky. You see, Daniel Bryan got eliminated around the 15th entrant, and the crowd absolutely despised this. And the fact that it was Bray Wyatt just made it worse because they loved Bray Wyatt. Yeah, after this, the Rumble pretty much got hijacked. Like, there was no sign of recovery for this. And the fact that there was jobbers that came out after Daniel Bryan got eliminated just made it worse. And to make it even worse than that, they had Roman Reigns enter at number 9. Man, you would have thought Roman Reigns was the biggest heel in WWE history with the way he was getting booed. I mean, it didn't matter if you were a babyface. After Daniel Bryan got eliminated, you were cooked. Corporate Kane entered at number 24, and literally nobody gave a fuck. Like, come on, what are we doing with Corporate Kane in the Royal Rumble? I understand the whole authority story was going on, but like, who fucking cared about the authority at this point? The problem with the authority was that the people genuinely didn't like them. It wasn't like, oh, we're we're booing Drew McIntyre because he beat up CM Punk, or we're booing Drew McIntyre because he beat up Cody Rhodes. You know, we love Drew McIntyre. He's fun. We want to see him on our TV. The Authority was the complete opposite. We didn't want to see them on our TV. Just as much as we hated Roman Reigns, we hated the Authority. We wanted a hero, and that hero was Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan was the savior. He was the answer to all of our problems. Roman Reigns was not. Roman Reigns was literally the denominator. I don't even know if that makes sense, but yeah, Roman Reigns was just not the answer to the problems. He was the problem. We didn't want him on our TV. We didn't want him on our TV. We didn't want Triple H on our TV. They were just boring, and it's just, oh my, I could go on for days just explaining how trash the Authority angle was, and the fact that they made this a huge spot for the Rumble, just come on. Talk about clueless. Dean Ambrose entered in right after Kane, and he had a huge pop. You know, he's one of the favorites of this damn Rumble, and he was going crazy. The crowd was very alive for him, but even after that, they kept booing because nobody fucking cared. 2 entrants later, we got Bad News Barrett, and y'all already know how crazy the Bad News Barrett was back in the day. Man, he could have been something special if Vince wasn't a fucking clueless idiot. He had one of the best segments of Raw, which when he came out and he had that podium, he was like, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. That was so golden, and Vince was like,
pal, I don't think that's gonna work for me.
Anyways, we got on to number 29.
Well,
Who fucking cares about the Big Show in 2015? Who cared about the Big Show in 2002? Who cared about the Big Show in 2003? Who cared about the Big Show in 2004, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15? Who cared about Big Show in all of those years? Nobody. He was literally a waste of fucking space, a waste of time. Nobody cares about this big fat slob. And the fact that they eliminated all of the favorites, they eliminated Dolph Ziggler like trash. They eliminated Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt did so much work. He was getting over. He had the whole crowd singing. They eliminated him like trash. So we were now down to the final 4. It was Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Kane, and the Big Show. On paper, sounds fucking awful. This would have worked if it was Kane in 02. This would have worked if it was Big Show in WCW. But no, this is 2015, where Roman Reigns is the most hated man on the planet. Dean Ambrose is the most loved man on the planet, but it doesn't matter because Roman is right next to him, so it cancels out. Dean Ambrose got eliminated like garbage. Kane and Big Show started fighting each other like the big dumbasses that they are. Instead of eliminating Roman Reigns, who is the biggest threat to you guys right now, that is your fucking objective. Big Show tries to eliminate Kane. They start fighting. The crowd literally is shitting on all of this. They don't care. They don't want to see Roman Reigns win. They don't want to see Kane and the Big Show fighting, especially in this version of them, this version of their characters. They ended up doing that chokeslam spot, and they was like leaning on the ropes. Roman Reigns got the advantage, took both of their dumbasses out. The bell rings. I don't know why. Like if everybody forgot that Rusev was under the fucking ring. They come back in. They start beating up on Roman Reigns. The Rock makes a huge grand return. Wow, the crowd is alive. Yay, yay, The Rock is here, because anytime The Rock is here, we're gonna cheer like a bunch of dummies and brainless idiots, because it doesn't matter what he does or where he does it. We're gonna cheer, and then we're gonna bitch online about how much we hated it. Fucking pathetic. The Rock comes in, rock bottom, Big Show, beats up Kane. I forgot what he did to Kane. I don't fucking care. And then Rusev finally comes up. He gets him out the ring. Doesn't matter. Makes him look like the biggest dumbass. Roman Reigns spears his ass, eliminates him. See you later. I am going to WrestleMania 31. And then The Rock comes in, raises his hand. The crowd could give less of a fuck. But yeah, that was the 2015 edition of the Royal Rumble. I fucking hated it. I still hate it. There's literally nothing good about this other than the Miz Dow and Usos match. And then you had the triple threat match, and that's it. That was the only good things about the night. Everything else was fucking garbage. And then when you look on Cage Match, this Royal Rumble match specifically gets a 1 rating. That is ridiculous. I have not seen a 1 rating on any of the matches that I've covered so far on this channel, so that's actually pretty funny. I think that's justifiable with how much the crowd hated it. The match got hijacked from number 15 all the way through. Yeah, I think that deserves its rating. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the video. This was the Rumble 2015. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all that fine shit to get the channel rolling. I'm gonna see y'all in the next. Hope you have a blessed night. I'm out of here.